Welcome back to the Prosperous Life Podcast, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up. Today, it is my goal to show you guys how to begin to build your personal life, your personal brand, your personal everything, because that's ultimately what personal branding is. Now, am I talking about the personal branding online? Sure, it'll have to deal with that. Although I'm just talking about your personal brand. Do you know who you are? Do you know what you stand for? Do you know what you value? Because at the end of the day, if you don't understand your personal brand, you're probably being somebody for everybody. And what that means to me is that you're not for anybody. See, the moment that you mold and you have different faces, have different values, beliefs, and you mold it to different people, that's the moment I know that you're lost. That's the moment I know you're not being 100% for you. And that is the moment that I know that you're not for anybody, which means you're probably not happy with life. And if you keep down this path, at some point, you will have regrets. This is the moment that you have the opportunity to take life by hand, decide who you are and what you want to stand for, your personal brand, to transform your life. And it'll be a relaxing podcast today because there's a lot of rain and hail, and you might just hear that in the background. So hopefully that'll relax you into questioning and wondering who you are. Now, for a while, I was the person that just strove to really start and succeed in business. I was in sales jobs. I was building a career that wasn't surrounding my personal brand. Did I succeed? Yes. Was that some of that to deal with my personal brand? Yes, I was known as a hard worker, go-getter. When I said I was going to do something, I would do it. Although there wasn't a consistent personal brand. What that led to was, yes, some opportunities came, some opportunities left. But the moment I began to build my personal brand and all my businesses around me and who I am, is the moment more opportunities came my way. You see, personal branding is for anybody, whether you are in business, because sure, that'll attract people. People ask you to speak, so on and so forth. People ask you to be on their podcast. But it also goes just for the average individual. The person that when you move into a new neighborhood and the other neighbors that have been there for 20 years want to know who you are and they look you up, or they meet you for the first time, or they come into your house. When you have a strong presence of who you are and what you're looking to do in this world, you have a strong personal brand that people can connect to. You share your beliefs willingly. You share your opinions willingly. You're confident in being in your own skin, what you're going to do in this world, what you're doing now. And that is the moment people connect with you. And that's the moment everything will change for you. And you have that opportunity to move forward with that now. Now, again, I want to come back to that most people listening to this right now are really for everybody. See, the moment that we grow up, or even the moment that we're born, we're given a blank canvas. And we had a reason to be here in this world. Although our canvas, a lot of people have maybe drawn on or painted on or did nothing on. But a lot of these people told you who to be and what to do in your life. And your canvas became muddy. You became confused with who you should be and what to do. The comfort path that everybody has chosen feels comfortable. The path that you want to go to, the person you want to be, what you want to do, your personal brand feels scary. And it's because you've been told specifically who to be and what to do. And this other path of what seems to be beautiful, but that you don't feel worthy of it, is what you fear. What if that path that you fear, that path that you're scared of, the person that you want to be, yet everybody in this world has told you to be something different? What if that path is actually meant for you and you just had to make a decision and to go with it? What if you started living life for you? What would life look like? What if you had one identity, one face, one everything? How much more love would you have for yourself? How much more success would you experience? Because I know there's a lot of people that have grown up and their parents believed in the 9 to 5. They believed in college. Maybe they believed in sales and business. Maybe some of you out there have grown up in a religion or grown up with a specific value around with your family that you just simply don't align with anymore. Yet you consistently choose to align yourself with this comfort path for who you should be and what you should do because it's comfortable, because it's what's right. It's what you were growing up to be. It's what you were told. But my question is, how good would it feel if you dictated your personal brand? How good would it feel to know that you're living life for you and you're making the impact that you're called to make? Today, you have the opportunity to choose one identity and one identity only, and to live your truth. Repaint your canvas into something beautiful that's magnificent, that's something that you are proud of, instead of just living because of what people told you to be or do. With that in mind, let's jump right in. First aspect of personal branding is you on the inside. Most people see personal branding as an external factor, when in reality, personal branding starts from the inside out. See, that's the biggest issue with identity, right? People allow external factors to dictate who they are, as we've already talked. The people that let external factors shape who they are, their thoughts, their spirit, their mind, their body, how well their relationships are, the impact they make, the finances, business success. The people that operate from the outside in will generally always be average. And that's just the truth of it. But the people that take life by hand from the inside out, their lives transform. Their lives transform because the moment that they're strong internally is the moment that the external forces of the world cannot affect them internally. So they're not molding with external factors. The people, oh, I just walked into church. I need to be this person now. Oh, I just walked into work. I need to be this person now. The people that will accept them for them and they're 100% for themselves is the moment that their brand doesn't change based upon external factors. So first, you got to be 100% for you. You have to come up with who you want to be as an individual. You have to come up with what you believe, what your opinions are. You have to start to ask yourself these questions, not everybody else. You have to start to ask yourself, what is my thoughts? What is my beliefs? What is my opinions on this before you give anything to anybody else, before you give somebody the permission to dictate those for you. The problem is most people are sporadic, and when something comes up in life, they run to their partner, they run to their mom, they run to their dad, they run to their siblings, they run to their friends, even strangers in a Walmart checkout line. They give in to the stranger and ask for their opinion when they forgot to ask themselves. No wonder you're confused. No wonder you're confused on what to do with life, or what religion to believe in, or what you actually believe in, or who you believe you are, because you have not taken the time to ask yourself. What if I told you that what you ask for, you will receive, as long as you seek to understand, and as long as you're willing to knock on the door of opportunity? See, most people think, oh, I wish I could be this. Oh, I wish I could do that. What if I told you you could ask for the right answers, as long as you ask the question? See, our brains are pretty powerful. Whenever you ask a question, it will find the answer. So if you ask, why me? It'll probably find every reasons on the negative side of things. Why you? What if you could switch that? Why not me? Now you're going to find every single reasons why not you. What if you're asking the question, why am I always struggling? Why do I always have to work hard for success? It's going to find every reason on what's wrong with you. Period. What if you ask the question, what if success was easy? What would I do? How would I show up? What if I knew my success was tomorrow? How would I show up today? ask yourself different questions and your life will transform. You have to be very specific on these questions. But as long as you keep asking yourself the right questions, your brain's going to find the right answers, which is going to create you a different belief in a different thought pattern, which is going to allow you to move into a new behavior. That's going to go into the seeking, the adventure, the journey part of it, which at some point is going to lead down the road, to a door down the road. And you're going to have the opportunity to knock and walk in for what you asked for. You have to be willing to ask the right questions to figure out who you want to be, for who you want to do. What is your identity? Ask yourself, what are my beliefs around God, the universe? What are my thoughts of myself? What are my thoughts on relationships? Start to acquire your personal brand. What's my favorite color? What are my values? What do I believe in? What are some of my favorite quotes? Start to create your personal brand and stick solid to that. And don't waver. Because most people, their favorite color today is red. Next week is purple. Today they believe in God and next week they don't. This week they like reading books and next week they don't. They would prefer to watch a movie. Now, I understand people change and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's time to not be sporadic because that leads to sporadic results. It's time for you to become concrete with who you believe you are and what you believe you need to do to create your personal brand that people can connect with. You choose who you become. You don't need to wait to write your story. You can open a new chapter today and start to write your new story. See, we choose who we become. We choose what we do. And again, if you ask, you will receive. So the act of taking the time to write your story I would suggest a couple of topics of what you should really create in your story. And that's identity, spirit, mind, body, your relationships, the impact you want to make, your career, your business, your lifestyle you want to live, the materials what you want to experience and have in life, the skills you want to acquire, the knowledge you want to acquire, and what you want on your resume. Create those, going deep, writing your story of all you want to accomplish in life. And that alone will put you on the right direction of who you become and what you achieve. It's your turn to make a change in life, if you so choose. But without question, there's 3 things that you need in life. You need to be honest. You need to be fun. And you need to be able to have the skills to acquire and accomplish what you're striving to be or do in life. You need to have fun while you're doing it. You need to be honest. If you are committing to something and not following through on it, people won't like you. That's just a fact. And you won't like yourself. Because when you commit to something and you fall short, it doesn't feel good. So keep your promises, be honest, have fun in the process, be likable. And of course, you need to have the skill. So if you have checked off being a fun person and you've checked off being an honest person, congratulations, you've just beat 99% of this world. Now it's just skill. You're not always going to have the skill, and that's okay. It's the ability to acquire the skill. Make no excuses. If you want to accomplish major success, never make another excuse in your life. Always find the resolution. Always find the solution. If your boss asks you to do something, it's not a matter of, no, I cannot. It's, yes, I right now don't understand or know how to accomplish that. But boss, I will be sure to do my everything and acquire the resources necessary to figure that out and have it done by X date. Make no excuse, and your life will transform. Now, number 2 of your personal brand is your physical environment. Although, if you are going to truly create a solid personal brand, life happens from the inside out. Although your physical environment has a really important aspect to deal with this. If somebody walks into a business and then there's purple, there's red, and there's like rainbow colors and not really set directions, there's we believe this, and then In the next room, there's another 10 beliefs that are completely different. There's values here, then 20 different values the other way in another room. This room is decorated this way. That room's decorated another way. That business wouldn't succeed because your external forces do reflect who you are as a person. If you have a messy house, if you have a messy car, 9 times, I would even venture to say it's more, 9 times out of 10, just for a safe number, you're messy on your insides. Meaning you can't control your own emotions. You can't control your own thoughts. You make excuses, and you might experience results for a short term, and then they go right away because you can't control yourself. Because you're a mess on the outside, so you're a mess on the inside. The way somebody treats their outside forces is the way they treat their inside forces. Point being is, when you walk into a business, when you walk into a church, you know exactly what they're about. At least a good business. You know exactly what they're about. You know their brand. You know what they value. You know their beliefs. You know how they operate. You know how they treat their employees, so on and so forth. So you need to master your external forces. What you see is what you become. What you hear is what you become. What you feel is what you become. What you eat is what you become. It's all facts. Harvard, one of the first studies on this, on what people succeed and what they have in common. Number 1 is the people that they hang around. Hanging around certain people dictate what success you reach. If you're hanging out 3 millionaires, the chances of you becoming the 4th is really high. If you're hanging out 3 people in poverty, the chances of you being the 4th is really high. You choose who you hang out with. Be very diligent on who you become based upon your physical environment. Most people grow up and stay in the same exact place for a reason. So first, start with your space, right? If you're on video camera on my podcast set, I have $2 bills. If you're always seeing money, what are you going to accomplish? What are you going to attract into your life? What about this world, this globe? What this means to me is impact. I am a person that is capable of accomplishing an impact on every single person in this world. The question is, are you? What about books or this lion? You choose what you put in your environment. And what that does is it hacks your psychology. See, basic psychology, you have a trigger, and your trigger triggers a belief system. And that belief system creates thoughts, which creates emotions, which creates how you behave, which creates your results in life. So if I can put more triggers like this world or the money or the lion or books, so on and so forth in my environment, naturally I'm going to create or trigger belief systems, which is going to dictate my thought processes, which is going to dictate my emotions, which is going to dictate my results. So what is in your space? What decorations do you have? What colors do you have? What energy do you put into your environment? That way, when you walk into the environment, you naturally have new thoughts, emotions, behaviors, which gets you a different result. So be conscious. Look at your environment this week. If things aren't enhancing your emotions, your thoughts, get rid of it. Throw it away. Period. Don't eat it if it's something useful. From there, you have to look at your body. Your body is a direct reflection of your spirit and your mind. And your body, your spirit, and your mind really are the same, one of the same. So look at your body. Is it where you want to be? Is there a physical issue going on? Are you overweight? Are you skinny? Are you fit? What is it? And what are you not happy about? If you're not happy with something, then transform it. That's going to have a natural reflection and change on your spirit and your mind. Even if it's small, you could start with 5 minutes a day. Is it weight loss? Instead of going to the gas station and get snacks all the time, maybe you just get in the habit of not getting snacks at the gas station. Small little habits will transform your life, period, end of story. And then financial and materialistic and so on and so forth. Success in I'm going to cut this out because I don't want to say finances anymore. Should I clap? Or how do you want me to do that?
I'll just listen to it.
Okay. Also materialistic. I don't care who you are when you're around nice things, you want nice things. So look at maybe there's spirit or mind or body tools that you optimize. Make sure you're getting around that. Put a push-up bar in your room, a pull-up bar in your room. Put weights around your house. If it's spirit, put around a Bible, a Buddhist book, a Hinduism book, whatever you believe in. Put it around your house. Put crystals around your house. Your mind, put powerful quotes in your house. Your relationships, make a specific environment in your house for relationships to be developed. Start to be very conscious of what you put around yourself, and that will transform your life alone. Now, the last aspect of this is going to be bringing your identity, your physical world together. This is what will create your individuality as a person. The moment your internal and your physical world collide is the moment the flow in life come together. And you flow in life and you enjoy the journey. Who doesn't want to enjoy the journey? Ask yourself, am I enjoying my journey right now? Or am I just going through the motions? What emotions am I experiencing? Is it fulfillment? Is it happiness? Or is it frustration? Is it anxiety? Is it depression? You name it. Always remember that emotion equals emotion. So if you're experiencing anxiousness, stress, to me that is a call that you deserve something bigger. But now you need to go earn it. Just because you deserve something doesn't mean you receive it. Just because you ask doesn't mean you will be given. You still need to do the seeking and the knocking on the door to accomplish a result. And when you're in flow and you're enjoying life fully, that means you're getting the most optimal result. Most people don't get here. Most people have an idea of their identity of who they would like to be or what they would like to do. Most people like the idea of having a better environment, having more materialistic items, having a better body, creating a better space and environment that involves better positive energy. But most people don't get to the doing, and most people don't have them collide. And today you have the opportunity to go on the journey to make sure that that happens. So get around the right people. And this goes down to physical and your external, but getting around the right people. I have 3 standards for myself on who gets to dictate my time and who gets to enjoy time and me around them. At the very bottom, if somebody doesn't live up to my standards and they don't support me, I don't care if you're blood, I don't care who you are, you're not a part of my life. And I will do any energy to you, if any. And the only little energy that somebody's going to get is if somebody is blood and I don't have any option of having them around. Number 2, people that don't live up to my standards but fully support me. There's going to be amazing friends in the world that you outgrow. It doesn't mean they don't support you, but it also doesn't mean that they live up to the standards. Is it okay to go say hi, what's up, catch up? 100%. But for them to have you in their environment all the time still is not appropriate. They have got to go because naturally, whether you like to believe it or not, they are dragging you down. And number 3, the people that live up to your standard and the people that fully support you. These are the people that should be in your environment because either they're living at the same level and striving to become bigger, or they're living at a better level than you or a bigger level than you. And those are people that you can learn from. So begin to develop your own room, your own table, and invite people to sit at it because those are the people that will be life-changing for you and teach you miracles, to say the least. Now your culture. This is just tying it right to you again. It's tying the individual, your identity, and your physical world. Your culture is really everything that we just talked about. You have to tie it together. If you're a positive person and you believe in God and Jesus, and then you have a devil's picture on the wall, you're really not colliding that culture to make sense. You have to be so confident on being you, and that is going to take time, and that's okay. It's fine. And that's going to take time, and that is okay. You have the opportunity. You have the opportunity to know your culture. Who are you? What are you becoming? If you believe in Jesus, go put a Bible in your house. Go hang a picture of Jesus on the wall. If you believe in positivity, go hang up some quotes around your house. If you believe in love so strongly, go put up some hearts or something around your house that evokes the fact that you love everybody. You have the power to control your internal and your external world. And the moment you walk out into the environment, into the real world, where you don't dictate the environment, who's there, what place you're going to. Sure, you can have some restraints on that if you don't like going to certain places. They evoke certain things. Although, when you have such a strong culture and you know who you are and you know what you're becoming and you know what your culture is, even if you walk outside into an environment, we don't rise to the occasion, we sink on the occasion. That's what stress does. When we're put into a situation to really not think and do muscle memory, we're going to sink to the worst, not the best. So when your strength in your culture is pure, even when a situation that's not ideal comes about, your culture doesn't waver and people don't question who you are. Again, there's times in my life that my culture or my internal life didn't match my physical life. There's a lot of things that I was doing physically, drugs, drinking, being disrespectful in some aspects of my life. But internally, I knew who I wanted to become and achieve, yet my physical world, the body, my physical environment was not matching. Caused a lot of anxiousness. And that emotion of anxiousness was just a call for me to better my life. Today, you have the opportunity to bring your internal world and your physical world together to get into flow and to enjoy the journey and to be in flow state. So that at the end of your journey, you have no regrets. You never fail if you never quit. You never fail if you never quit. If you're a quitter, you have regrets. The people that always tried never have a regret. So chase what you wish. Be the person you want to be. Do what you want to do. And be that personal brand that you deserve. Now just go earn it. Thank you so much, everybody. And again, if you're ready to strengthen your personal economy, you're ready to become the person you want to be, you're ready to achieve all that you're destined to achieve, then in the link below, I'm going to link the Prosperous Life membership. Each week on a Monday, 6:30 Mountain Standard Time, I coach for an hour to an hour and a half to show you how you can become more and achieve more through awareness, identity, your spirit, mind, body, your vision, your purpose, your action, and your impact. And from there, you can become more with a community. You have a direct community of people that are going through the same motions, that are looking to accomplish big things, and that you guys can support one another, as well as you have direct access to me. With that in mind, I'm looking forward to having you in there. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day, everybody.